I had noticed something strange about my best friend Lily for a while. The way she would giggle whenever Jake, the boy we both liked, walked by made my stomach twist. It felt odd, like she was hiding something from me. I couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to her laughter than just friendship. Then, one day, I overheard her whispering to another friend about me, and my heart dropped. I realized Lily was planning something behind my back, and it hurt so much to think she would betray me like that. Walking into Maplewood High, I felt excited but nervous. Everything changed when I met Lily. We were both new and looking for friends. Our chat was electric. Her big smile and loud laugh made me feel happy. I thought I found someone special. We quickly became best friends, sharing secrets and dreams. We even loved mint chocolate chip ice cream. Everything felt easier with her around. But soon, things changed. I noticed Lily acting differently. She started whispering about other girls, especially Sophie, and it didn't feel good. "Can you believe her?" Lily would say, rolling her eyes. I felt uneasy. Shouldn't friends be nice to each other? Instead, it felt like I was being pulled into her mean talk. Then there was Ryan, the super cute guy everyone liked. I had a crush on him, but so did Lily. I suggested we both could like him, thinking it would keep things cool. I thought I was being smart, but my heart hurt. Watching her laugh with him made me feel sick. It felt wrong, like she was using my trust against me. I wanted to believe Lily was a good friend, but something didn't feel right. I felt a tension growing, like our friendship was a balloon ready to pop. I had to keep my eyes open, waiting for the moment I'd find out what she was really, hiding behind her bright smile. One day, I confronted her. "Why do you talk about Sophie like that?" I asked, my voice shaking. Lily shrugged, her smile fading. "I just don't like her. She's fake." "Maybe you're the one being fake," I shot back. Her eyes narrowed. "Watch it. You don't want to mess with me." I felt a chill run down my spine. Was this really my friend? I had to decide quickly, trust her or walk away. Friendship felt solid, like a strong rope made of trust and fun times, but with Lily, things changed fast. What was once laughter turned into whispers and sneaky looks. I could feel her jealousy creeping in, and I knew it was tearing us apart. When I found out she was talking behind my back, my heart dropped. I thought friends had each other's backs. Instead, it felt like I was in a war zone. Every secret she shared felt like a stab in the back. I was drowning in doubt and confusion. I had to find my strength. I couldn't let her betrayal break me. I started to think about what I really wanted in a friendship. I needed to confront her and take back my power. I deserved a friend who was honest, not one who hid in the shadows. So, I gathered my courage. "Lily, we need to talk," I said, my voice steady. She looked confused. "I know what you've been saying. You've hurt me, and I won't let you get away with it." I stood tall, ready to fight back. The moment hung in the air. Her face changed, anger flickering in her eyes. "You're just being dramatic," she shot back. But I didn't back down. I told our friends the truth. They needed to know about her lies, and I wasn't afraid anymore. After that, I felt lighter. I realized true friendship is built on trust and respect, not sneaky games. I was ready to find friends who'd lift me up, not tear me down. Lily's true feelings began to show, especially when Ryan, the boy we both liked, was around. It started with small comments. "Can you believe she thinks she's better than us?" She'd say, rolling her eyes when I did something good. I thought we were just joking, but I was wrong. Her laughs felt fake, and her smiles never reached her eyes. The jealousy was there, lurking. I caught her whispering to Ryan, spilling my secrets, and it felt like a stab in the back. I started seeing the signs more clearly. Whenever I succeeded, she'd change the subject or make a snide remark that hurt more than I wanted to admit. Then I overheard her plotting to make me feel excluded from our group. That was the moment everything clicked. Lily wasn't just my friend anymore. She was my rival. Every time I saw Ryan, my heart raced. But I pushed those feelings down because Lily liked him too. It was a mess. I wanted to like him without feeling guilty, but every time I saw them together, jealousy bubbled up like a soda can about to explode. Watching them laugh felt like a punch in the stomach. I'd smile, but inside, I was breaking. I'd catch Ryan's eye, and my heart would jump, but then I'd remember how Lily lit up when she talked about him. Wanting him felt wrong. The weight of my secret crush got heavier each day. Then, one day, I overheard Lily and Ryan whispering. My heart dropped. I felt angry and betrayed. Why is she playing with my feelings? I thought. She was my best friend, but it felt like a game to her. I wanted to confront her, but I was scared. What if I lost her? But I couldn't stay quiet anymore. I took a deep breath. I can't let jealousy ruin me, I told myself. I needed to take control. I'd show Lily I wouldn't be pushed around. My crush on Ryan wouldn't break me. It would spark my comeback. Lily, can we talk? I said, my voice steady. She looked surprised. What's going on with you and Ryan? She shrugged, but I could see the guilt in her eyes. It's just a crush, she said, but it felt like a lie. Just a crush? It feels like more than that, I shot back, my heart racing. You can't keep playing with my feelings, she frowned. I didn't mean to hurt you. I thought you didn't care. Of course I care, I snapped. You can't just act like it's a game. Lily sighed, looking defeated. I'm sorry. I didn't think you liked him too. I do, I admitted, but I won't let this ruin our friendship. I'll fight for what I want. As I walked away, I felt stronger. The day Lily and I decided to share Ryan felt like a risky bet. I wasn't sure I wanted to play. It seemed like a way to keep our friendship strong, but inside, a storm of anxiety brewed. Our friendship changed. We both liked him, and I thought sharing would make us closer. Instead, it just turned our jealousy into a monster. Watching Lily flirt with Ryan hurt. They shared secret smiles that felt like daggers in my heart. I wanted to be happy for her, but how could I? Each laugh they shared twisted the knife deeper, making me feel like I was fading away. My thoughts screamed betrayal, but I stayed silent. It's just a phase, I told myself, but each day I saw them together, it became clear. Sharing a crush wasn't a fun game, it was a trap. I felt like I was losing myself and losing her. I wanted to shout, to tell her it was unfair, but fear kept my mouth shut. One afternoon, as I watched them giggle over lunch, something snapped inside me. I couldn't take it anymore. I stood up, my heart racing. Lily, I called out, my voice shaking. She turned, surprise flickering across her face. We need to talk, I said, feeling the weight of my words. The cafeteria noise faded as I marched. To her. This isn't working. I feel like I'm losing you. Lily frowned, crossing her arms. What do you mean? We're just having fun. Fun? It feels like you're stealing everything from me. I can't keep pretending I'm okay with it, I blurted, my frustration spilling out. She blinked, taken aback. I didn't mean to hurt you. I thought we were in this together. Together? It feels like you're just using me to get closer to him. My voice rose, drawing attention. That's not true, she shot back, anger sparking in her eyes. You're just jealous. Maybe I am. But this is tearing us apart, I yelled, my hands trembling. For a moment, silence hung between us, heavy and thick. Then, I realized I'd to stop letting jealousy control me. I want to figure this out. I need to find out what I really want, I said, my tone softer but firm. Lily stared at me, her expression shifting from anger to confusion. What do you mean? I'm done hiding. We've to be honest about this, or we'll lose everything, I said, determination flooding my words. As I watched her process what I said, I knew we stood on the edge of a decision. Either we faced the truth together, or we let this toxic mess destroy us. As I watched Lily and Ryan getting closer, my heart twisted with betrayal. Every laugh they shared felt like a knife stabbing me. I wanted to shout at her, but my voice got stuck in my throat. What if I was just being silly? What if I lost her forever? The thought made my stomach churn. I felt trapped, like a bird in a cage. I kept thinking back to the whispers and secret glances. I could see how she looked at Ryan, leaning in like I didn't even exist. It was like my best friend was disappearing right before my eyes. I wanted to yell, "What's going on? Why are you doing this?" But I stayed quiet, hoping it was just a big misunderstanding. But it wasn't. I saw the truth. Each day, it felt more real. I was losing Lily to someone who didn't care about our friendship. My heart ached, and anger bubbled inside me. I couldn't let this go on. I'd to fight back. I wouldn't let them walk all over me. "Lily," I finally called out one day, my voice steady. She turned, surprise in her eyes. "What's really going on with you and Ryan?" Her smile faded. "It's not what you think," she said, but I could see it in her eyes. She was hiding something. "I can't just sit back and watch you two. I deserve to know," I shot back, frustration spilling out. Ryan stepped in, trying to defend her. "This is between you and Lily. Stay out of it." "No," I snapped. "You don't get to decide that. I won't." "Let you take her away from me." Lily looked torn, and I could see the guilt creeping in. "We were just having fun," she began, but I cut her off. "Fun? This isn't fun for me. It feels like you're choosing him over our friendship." Silence hung in the air. I could feel the tension, heavy like a storm cloud. I was ready to fight for what was mine, to show both of them that they couldn't play. With my heart, I needed to take back control. No more being the victim. "I won't let you both ruin what we had," I declared. "I'll fight for my friendship, no matter what." I was done being the girl who just watched while my best friend turned against me. I'd let Lily call the shots for too long. It was time to flip the script. I started gathering clues, watching her every move and listening to every whisper. With each secret I uncovered, my anger grew. A spark of hope lit up inside me. I decided to throw my own party, one that would catch Lily totally off guard. I wanted to take back my power and prove I wasn't just her sidekick. On the day of the party, excitement buzzed in the air, but beneath that buzz was a fierce determination. When Lily walked in, her surprise filled me with confidence. I quickly gathered everyone for a game of truth or dare, knowing it was the perfect time to expose her. "Lily, I dare you to tell us your biggest secret," I said, my heart racing. In that moment, I felt alive. I was no longer the victim. I was ready to face her betrayal head-on. That night, I tossed and turned in bed. A fire burned in my chest. I was done being Lily's puppet. No more. I was going to take charge of my life. Her betrayal stung, but it also lit a spark in me. "I'll show her," I whispered to myself. I wasn't going to let my heart get broken without a fight. Just then, I heard a soft knock on my door. It was my best friend, Jake. "Hey, are you okay? I heard you talking to yourself," he said, worried. "I'm not okay." "Lily used me," I snapped. "She thinks she can control me, but I won't let her." Jake crossed his arms. "What's the plan? You can't just sit here and sulk." "I'm going to confront her. I'll make her see that I'm not weak," I declared, my voice steady. "That's risky. What if she's got more tricks up her sleeve?" he warned. "I don't care. I'm done being afraid." I felt the adrenaline rush through me. As I grabbed my coat, Jake sighed. "All right, but I'm coming with you. You might need backup." We raced to Lily's house. My heart pounded like a drum. I knocked hard on her door. "Lily, open up!" When she finally appeared, surprise flashed in her eyes. "What do you want?" she sneered. "You think you can just betray me and get away with it?" I shot back. Lily smirked. "Oh, please, you were never really in control." Her words hit hard, but I wouldn't back down. "I'm taking back my power. You won't manipulate me again." She laughed, but it was cold, empty. "Good luck with that. You'll need it." As I turned to leave, I felt stronger. Jake was right beside me. "You did great," he said, giving me a nod. Confronting Lily felt like a tiny win, but the hurt from her lies stuck with me like a dark cloud. I'd trusted her completely, and now it felt like that trust was smashed to pieces. Every laugh we shared seemed fake, ruined by the secrets she held. I never imagined my best friend would pick betrayal over loyalty. It left me with trust issues that ate away at my heart. The pain from her trickery cut deep. I thought we were a team, two friends ready to take on the world, but she twisted my secrets into tools, using them to get close to Ryan while I was left in the dust. How could someone I cared for so much turn my feelings into a game? Every time I spotted them together, it was like someone was jabbing a knife into my chest. I felt bare, weak, and completely alone. I wanted to yell at her, to make her see the hurt she caused, but I kept quiet. Talking to her was just the first step. Healing would take a lot longer. I started to question all my friendships. What if everyone else was hiding something? The more I thought about it, the harder it became to trust anyone again. Eyed to peace. Myself back together, knowing that lies could lurk behind any smile. Confronting Lily felt good, but the aftermath left me wrestling with betrayal. I knew I'd to rise above it, but the road ahead looked tough. "Why did you do it, Lily?" I finally asked one day, my voice shaking. She looked away, the guilt heavy in the air. "I didn't mean to hurt you." "Then why use my secrets against me?" I shot back, anger bubbling up inside. She bit her lip, glancing at Ryan, who was oblivious, laughing with someone else. My heart raced. I'd to break free from this toxicity. I took a deep breath, ready to face whatever came next. The hurt from betrayal hit me like a punch, but it also lit a fire in my belly. I couldn't let Lily and Ryan get away with this. I'd trusted Lily, and now I was left questioning everything. I needed a plan, and it had to be clever. I watched them closely, taking notes on every secret glance and quiet whisper. They thought I didn't notice, but I was wide awake to their games. I decided to throw a party. It would catch them off guard and give me the chance to expose their lies. I gathered my friends and kept the party secret. When Lily found out, I could almost feel her panic from across town. The night of the party, excitement buzzed in the air. It was time to flip the script. As we played games, I plotted my big moment. I dared Lily to share her biggest secret. Her face went pale. The room fell silent. I could see the fear in her eyes. "Let's hear it, Lily." "What are you hiding?" I challenged, feeling a surge of adrenaline. In one swift move, I spilled the truth, the lies, the heartbreak. Gasps filled the room. I stood tall, feeling the betrayal lift from my shoulders. No longer was I the victim. I was in charge, ready to take back my life. "Looks like the truth is out," I declared, and the room buzzed with shock. I smiled, knowing I'd turned the tables. This was my moment, and I was finally free. The air crackled with tension after I found out the truth. It felt like smoke swirling around me, and I'd to keep my cool. Everyone was staring. Their eyes were heavy, judging. Inside, I was a storm of anger and sadness, but on the outside, I wore a bright smile. "Let's play a game," I shouted, forcing excitement into my voice. I needed to keep the fun going, even though my heart was breaking. I laughed at jokes, joined in, and tried to ignore the betrayal from Lily. She'd turned our friendship into a battlefield, and I'd to show everyone I was still standing tall. Every time I looked at Lily, my stomach twisted. I wanted to shout, to expose her lies and selfishness, but I kept quiet. "Isn't this great?" I said, forcing my voice to sound cheerful. "We're all together." I was like a puppet, dancing on strings, but I was also plotting my next move. I planned activities that included everyone, even Lily. "Let's do a scavenger hunt," I announced, trying to keep the vibe light. In my head, I was gathering strength like a superhero preparing for battle. I wouldn't let her win. She thought she could hurt me, but I was ready to rise up. "Why are you acting weird?" Lily asked, shooting me a confused look. "Oh, I'm just having fun," I replied, gritting my teeth. Inside, I was boiling. I'd to keep the mask on. I was the strong one. I wouldn't let her break me. As the games continued, I felt a thrill of determination. I'd turn this around. The trust she shattered wouldn't keep me down. I was ready to show everyone who really had the power. Lily had messed with the wrong person, and soon enough, she'd see that I wasn't to be underestimated. 3 days had passed since my party, and I was on a mission to uncover the truth about Lily. The feeling of betrayal burned inside me. I'd to know what she was planning. It was like a detective story, and I was the hero hunting for clues. I spent my days watching her closely, catching every whisper and sneaky glance. At lunch, I slid into a seat near her table, pretending to chat with my friends while really listening in on her conversations. I was gathering intel, piecing together the mystery of her lies. I heard her laugh as she told Ryan about our little secret. Anger bubbled in my chest. How could she betray me like this? After school, I followed her to the library. She met with Mia, and I crouched behind a shelf, straining to hear them. They spoke quietly, but their words cut deep. "I can't wait to see her face when she finds out," Lily said, her voice dripping with excitement. My stomach twisted in knots. They weren't just scheming, they were enjoying my pain. I scribbled down everything I heard, my hands shaking with anger and determination. Each piece of information fueled my fire. I wasn't just a victim anymore, I was gearing up for my comeback. They thought I was clueless, but now I saw everything. I'd use this knowledge to turn the tables and take back my power. Lily wouldn't see me coming. As I put the pieces together, my heart sank. Lily was up to something, and it wasn't good. Our friendship felt like a tangled web filled with trust issues. I could sense the anger bubbling inside me, mixed with a fierce determination. Lily was planning a party, and I knew it was to exclude me. Ryan was right there with her, probably laughing about it. "I want to make sure she feels left out," I overheard, her whisper to Mia. Those words hit me like a punch. How could my best friend betray me like this? They thought they could ruin my world, but I wasn't going to let that happen. I needed to act quickly. Every day, I noticed their sneaky glances and giggles. Instead of feeling sad, a spark ignited in me. I refused to be their pawn. I'd throw my own party, a surprise they'd never see coming. I called my friends and planned everything. Excitement coursed through me as I took control. This was my chance to show Lily that I wouldn't back down. I felt ready to face her, my heart pounding with adrenaline. It was time for my comeback. While planning my own party, a rush of excitement filled me. I was determined to take control of my life and show Lily that I wouldn't just fade away. Her betrayal hurt, and I realized she wanted to keep me down while she played her games with Ryan. No way was I going to let that happen. I grabbed my phone and started calling my friends. "You won't believe what I'm planning," I said, my voice full of energy. I picked a date, chose a theme, and lined up fun games that would keep everyone busy. I could already picture the look on Lily's face when she found out. Every detail was, important. I wanted to create a space filled with laughter, a big contrast to the sneaky whispers I'd heard behind my back. I decided on a truth or dare game, knowing it would put Lily in a tough spot. This wasn't just a party. It was my chance to reveal her lies and take back my power. As I wrapped up the planning, my heart raced. The hopeless feeling I'd before changed into excitement. I wasn't just throwing a party. I was making my grand comeback. I was ready to face the jealousy that had poisoned our friendship and show everyone that I was stronger than she thought. I wouldn't just survive, I would thrive. The day of the party arrived. Friends filled the room, laughter echoed, and the energy was electric. I caught Lily's eye across the room and smiled. She looked uneasy, and it felt good. "Ready for some fun?" I asked her with a smirk. She forced a smile back. "Sure. What do you have planned?" "Oh, just a little game of truth or dare," I replied, my voice dripping with sweetness. As we gathered in a circle, I could feel the tension in the air. It was time to turn the tables. I called Lily out first. "Lily, truth or dare?" "Dare," she said, trying to sound confident. "I dare you to tell us your biggest secret," I challenged, the room holding its breath. Lily's face went pale. I'd everything planned for my party, but I knew the real surprise would be showing everyone who Lily really was. She'd been playing games with our friendship, stirring up jealousy while secretly plotting against me. I felt hurt, but also a spark of strength. It was time for a change. As I gathered my friends, excitement buzzed in the air. Lily thought she could win, but I was ready to flip the script. I wanted everyone to see the real Lily, the one who said nice things while stabbing me in the back. I called for a game of truth or dare. I dare you, Lily, I said, my heart pounding. Tell us your biggest secret. The room went quiet, and I could feel the tension. This was my moment. Lily's eyes widened as I shared how she'd betrayed me. Gasps filled the room. My friends stared, shocked. I needed them to see the truth before we could rebuild trust. The weight of betrayal hung heavy, but I was no longer the victim. I was taking charge. Why would you do this? One friend asked, looking at Lily with disbelief. Because I could, she snapped, her confidence faltering. When I called out Lily's betrayal, her face went from shock to disbelief, like a puppet losing its strings. I could see the truth hitting her, and it felt like everything stopped. The room fell silent. All eyes on her. I watched as anger and embarrassment fought for control, confusion twisting her features. Betrayal hit her harder than I thought it would. Lily had spun a web of lies so thick that I was almost trapped in it. I'd thought our friendship was real, but now I knew. She'd used my secrets against me. It was time for her to face the music. Could hear the whispers around the room, shocked gasps from my friends as they processed what I'd just revealed. Why would you say that? Lily stammered, her voice shaky. The confidence she used to have crumbled right before my eyes. I felt a strange mix of triumph and sadness. I wanted to stand up for myself, but watching her break was hard. But this moment was mine. I'd taken back my power. I'd flipped her plans upside down, and I wouldn't let her control me anymore. The truth hit her like a punch, and I saw fear creeping into her eyes. This was the end of her game, and I was ready to take back my story. As I stood there, my heart raced. This was more than just a party. It was a war zone where I could take back what was mine. I'd been hurt for too long by Lily, my best friend turned enemy. Our friendship had flipped upside down, and I felt trust hanging over us like a looming storm. When my friends walked in, they brought a buzz of energy, but I could tell they sensed the tension too. I had to show everyone, especially Lily, that I wasn't going to be her pawn anymore. I set up the room to feel electric, all while keeping a close watch on her. Would she see my strength, or would she try to twist things like always? A fire lit inside me. Tonight, I was in charge. As the party took off, I caught whispers and looks between my friends. They knew something was up. Then, I saw her. Lily walked in, scanning the room for Ryan. I could almost hear her heart pounding. She thought she could play games while I stayed silent. But tonight, I'd reveal her true colors. The stakes were life or death in friendship terms, and I was ready. I took a deep breath, knowing I was about to shatter her little act and take back my power. This was my chance. My comeback was about to explode. "Hey, everyone!" I shouted, grabbing their attention. "Let's play a game!" The room buzzed with excitement. I could see Lily's face tighten. She didn't like being challenged. "What game?" she asked, trying to keep her voice steady, but I heard the quiver. "Truth or dare," I declared, smiling wide. The friends cheered, and I felt adrenaline surge. I knew this would put her on the spot. As we played, I dared Lily to reveal her biggest secret. The room fell silent, all eyes on her. "I don't have any secrets," she laughed, but it sounded forced. "Oh, really?" I shot back. "What about how you lied to me about Ryan?" The air turned icy. Gasps filled the room. Her face turned red, and I knew I'd struck a nerve. "That's not true," she yelled, but I could see the cracks forming. "Face it, Lily." "You've been playing everyone, and it's time for the truth," I pressed, feeling the power shift in my favor. Everyone was watching, waiting for her next move. I could see her calculating, her mask slipping. "You're just jealous," she shot back, but the accusation felt weak. "Jealous? No, I'm done being the victim. This is my night," I replied, my heart pounding, feeling alive. The tension was thick, and I could see my friends shifting, unsure of what to believe. I'd them hooked. "Let's end this game. Who's really been the friend here?" I challenged, and the silence that followed was deafening. Lily's eyes darted around, and I knew I'd her cornered. Tonight, I'd reclaim my truth. I'd show everyone who was truly strong, and as the party raged on, I felt the power of my comeback rise like a phoenix. This was just the beginning. The air was thick with excitement as we gathered for a game of truth or dare. My friends were buzzing with energy, but I felt something darker lurking beneath the surface. I shot a glare at Lily, my so-called best friend. Anger bubbled inside me. Trust? It was gone, replaced by a shadow of betrayal. Okay, I'll go first. Truth or dare? Lily asked, her smile bright but her eyes darting away. I could feel the tension build. Dare! I called out, ready to shake things up. I dare you to tell us your biggest secret. My heart pounded. Everyone fell silent, eyes glued to her. She hesitated, and I could see her sweating. I can't, she mumbled. Smirking, I stood up. Well, I can't keep quiet anymore. Lily's been telling Ryan my secrets, I shouted, my voice slicing through the stillness. Gasps filled the room. The thrill of the game shifted suddenly. I wasn't just playing, I was taking control. Betrayal hung in the air, and I felt powerful. Lily's face went pale, and I could see the panic in her eyes. The laughter faded, replaced by shock. What? That's not true, she stammered, but I could see the guilt written all over her face. Oh, really? Then why did Ryan know about my crush? I shot back, my voice steady and loud. The group looked back and forth, caught in the whirlwind. This wasn't just a game anymore. It was a showdown. I was done being the victim. The betrayal was out in the open, and I felt like I could finally breathe. Lily's smile faded. I didn't mean to save it, I interrupted, my heart racing. You chose to hurt me. The tension was electric. Everyone was on edge, waiting for what would happen next. In that moment, I realized that the game had changed. I wasn't just a player, I was a fighter. I was ready for my comeback, and I wouldn't let anyone push me around again. Feeling a bit lighter after finally standing up for myself, I took a deep breath and looked around at my friends. Their eyes were wide, and I could see shock on their faces. This was the moment I'd to show everyone who Lily really was. Lily's been sharing my secrets, I shouted, my voice clear, but my heart thumping like a drum. The room went dead silent. It felt heavy. She's been talking to Ryan, making fun of my dreams. She wanted to ruin me. I pointed straight at Lily, who just stood there, looking stunned. I watched my friends' faces change as they realized the truth. This was bigger than just a silly fight. This was a deep betrayal. I didn't want to feel like a victim anymore. I wanted them to see how much I'd suffered. Lily and Ryan thought it was funny to watch me struggle, I continued, anger bubbling up inside me. But I'm not going to let them win. I'm taking back my power. Whispers filled the room as my words sank in. I felt stronger. I wasn't going to hide in the shadows anymore. I was turning my hurt into a fight for truth. In that moment, I wasn't just revealing betrayal, I was reclaiming my story, ready to battle for my voice. The air was thick with tension, and I could feel everyone's eyes drilling into me. My friends looked stunned, their faces a mix of surprise and confusion. I'd just dropped a bombshell. Lily had betrayed us all. It felt like everything had shifted, and no one knew who to trust anymore. Whispers darted around the room like angry bees. People were exchanging worried glances, wondering how they hadn't seen it coming. Some looked sorry for me, while others seemed eager for the drama. I could feel my heart pounding. I wasn't just the victim anymore. I was in the spotlight. Lily's face was red with rage, but I caught a glimpse of something else, fear. When I revealed her secret, I took away her control. It was thrilling and scary at the same time. My pulse raced, drowning out the quiet chatter. Is it true? A friend finally asked, breaking the silence. My stomach dropped. What if they didn't believe me? I nodded, fire igniting inside me. This wasn't just about me, I was standing up against betrayal. In that moment, I saw that some friends were on my side. I wasn't alone. The room buzzed with excitement, and I realized I'd sparked something bigger than just my own story. The fight against betrayal was just beginning. Lily stood there, her face twisted with anger and disbelief, while whispers zipped around us. My heart raced. This was it, the moment I'd been waiting for. "How could you do this to me?" I shouted, my voice steady even as chaos swirled around us. The silence hit like a brick, and I saw the shock hit her. "Betrayal isn't just about secrets," I pressed. "It changes everything, especially our friendship." I felt stronger as I spoke. I wanted her to see the weight of her actions. The laughter we once shared felt like a fading dream, replaced by this harsh truth. Lily's anger ignited. "You don't understand," she shot back, but I stood my ground. "You told Ryan my secrets and turned our friendship into a joke. Friends don't do that." I watched her search for words, her bravado cracking. Deep down, I knew she'd crossed a line, and it was time to face the music. "I thought we were a team, but you just made me look foolish," I said, my voice rising. The crowd around us shifted, uncomfortable. I caught glances from others watching our fight unfold. I felt a mix of sadness and strength. I was taking back, my voice in a moment that felt out of control. In that instant, I realized I was tougher than I'd ever thought. I wouldn't let her betrayal define me. This was my comeback. As the shouting faded, silence took over the room. I gulped down my breath, feeling a mix of relief and fear. The air was thick, and I could see my friends' shocked faces, their eyes bouncing between me and Lily. The truth was out, and it felt like a bomb had gone off in our friendship. Lily's betrayal hit harder than I expected. My stomach twisted as I caught her desperate gaze, but I didn't back down. I'd revealed her lies, and while it felt powerful, I was also heartbroken. I felt like I lost a friend, or at least the friend I thought I had. Whispers grew louder. I could hear the doubts and questions about trust swirling around me. I realized friendships could change in a heartbeat. What seemed strong was now fragile, breaking apart under the weight of betrayal. Some friends stepped back, unsure of where to stand. But then, something clicked. I knew I'd to keep moving. I couldn't ignore the red flags anymore. I was ready to rebuild my life, focusing on friends who truly cared. Even with the hurt still fresh, a spark of hope ignited inside me. I could start fresh, where honesty reigned. I learned that standing up for myself was just the beginning of my healing. "I won't let this ruin me," I said, my voice steady. My friends looked at me, and I could see a few nodding, ready to support me. It was time to turn the page and write a new story. I stood in that room, feeling the weight of betrayal lift off my shoulders like a heavy backpack. No more being a victim of the twisted friendship that had tied me down. Lily's jealousy had messed up everything between us. It made me doubt myself and my heart. But now, a fire sparked inside me. Her betrayal hurt, but it pushed me to fight back. "I can't keep quiet anymore," I said, looking straight at Lily. "I need to be real about what you did." Lily's eyes widened. "What are you talking about?" "I'm tired of hiding my feelings," I shot back, my voice steady. "I won't let your jealousy control me." Around me, my friends nodded, their eyes full of support. "You've got this," one of them shouted, and it made my heart race. I knew I wasn't alone. I was ready to turn my pain into strength. "I'm not your pawn, Lily," I continued, taking a step forward. "Your betrayal doesn't define me. I'm stronger than that." With each day after that, I focused on building better friendships, ones filled with trust and honesty. No more games, more lies. I embraced my worth and decided I wouldn't be a victim anymore. "I'm the hero of my own story," I declared to myself, "and I'm not afraid to protect my heart and happiness." In that moment, I knew I was ready to rise above it all, fierce and unstoppable. Betrayal hit me like a punch in the gut. I never saw it coming. Lily, my best friend, turned into my worst enemy. One day we were laughing, and the next she was spreading lies about me. "Why would you do this?" I shouted, my heart racing. Her smirk made my stomach churn. "Because I can," she replied, her voice dripping with malice. I felt like the ground had fallen away beneath me. I realized not everyone cares about you, even those you trust most. This betrayal forced me to toughen up. I'd to pick myself off the floor, dust off the hurt, and find my strength. I won't let you win, Lily, I promised myself. With each passing day, I learned to rewrite my story. Instead of being a victim, I became the hero of my own tale. I'll show you what I'm made of, I declared, determination burning in my chest. I started surrounding myself with real friends, those who cheered me on and lifted me up. You've got this, they said, and I believed them. Through all the chaos, I discovered the true meaning of trust. It's not just about believing in others. It's knowing who's worthy of that trust. I found friends who stood by me, who showed me kindness, and who reminded me that I was stronger than I thought. We've got your back, they assured me, and for the first time in a while, I felt safe. In the end, betrayal taught me about strength and the value of healthy relationships. I learned to be careful, but not lose hope. Even in dark times, I can rise, I told myself. I understood how to let go of those who didn't respect me. It was a tough lesson, but one I'll carry with me forever.